Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and this is our card for today. So this is the My Favorite Things Sketch 364, and I have been on a roll with these. I guess I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. I thought it turned out pretty darn sweet, so let's get to the supplies and I'll show you how I put it together. So I used the Smoky Slate Shimmer Ribbon that comes in a 3-pack that is free with the $50 purchase during Celebration. It comes with Calypso Coral and Bermuda Bay as well. The A Good Day stamp set from the Occasions catalog. Stitched Shapes Framelits along with my Layering Framelits dies. I used my Stampin' Blends. I will list the colors out on the screen for you, along with some Wink of Stella to give it a little bit of shimmer, in addition to the shimmer on the ribbon. So, for our actual papers, you are going to need a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of lemon lime twist, scored at 4 1/4 to create your card base. Basic black is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. A 2 5/8 inch square and a 1 3/8 by 5 1/4 inch strip as well. Whisper white is 4 by 5 1/4, and there are 4, get that hair out of the way, yuck, 1 1/4 inch squares from the Stitched Shapes. Bermuda Bay is a 2 3/4 inch scalloped square, and the Bubbles Fizz DSP from the Celebration catalog, also free with a $50 purchase through March 31st. This is a 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and that was where I got that cute paper. I use these on my Party Pandas paper cards and project. I think what I'm going to do first, usually I have all my stamping done first, and I don't have my ink out, so I'm going to have to pause this and come back to you with my ink. So I used my Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp out all of my images. If I can get my cover off here. So I just simply stamped this cute little drink right here towards the bottom and center in each of these squares. And then I'm going to set these aside to dry because my ink pad is a little juicy. I don't want any smearing when I go to color these in. I do like to usually have these stamped out ahead of time, so when I go color I know for sure that my ink is dry. So I'm just going to set those aside, and there's quite a bit into assembling these this particular card, so we'll go ahead and get to that now. So I do have everything already pre-cut as far as my die cutting goes. So I'm just going to lay my basic black onto my card base. And I did only leave about 1/8 of an inch between my layers on this one, just to kind of get that hint of color behind there, that separation between the black and the Whisper White. And that's just going to get laid on top of that, centered as best as I can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my really cute striped paper and I'm going to attach it to this strip. And it's going to match up from end to end, but I'll have just a little bit of the black peeking out from top to bottom on this. And then we're going to wrap our ribbon around the edges of this. Let me grab my ribbon out. And I have found, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I don't like to clean up my, ribbon when I'm done using it. But then when I put it back into the place that I store it, it is all unraveled and all over the place. So I sat down yesterday and I took my glue dots to the end of each of my ribbons so I could hold them in place, because otherwise they were just all over, made quite the mess. So I went ahead and I just put my ribbon maybe about 1/4 inch down from the top of this piece instead of centering it. And then this is going to get put down here maybe about 3/8 to 1/2 inch from the bottom here. Maybe I should actually put some more adhesive on here. It might actually stick. All right, so let's do that again. All right, there's that. And then I'm just going to tie a quick little bow, and I'm just going to bring my ribbon down here to the forward part, bring it back and around my fingers, and then pull it through on this side. And then just kind of holding on to the knot in the center and pulling out until I get the size ribbon. So if I wanted to pull it in a little bit, sometimes I pull it in smaller than how I want my final size to be. And then I'll pull it out again. I think that's about the size that I want, so I'll go ahead and trim off my edges. And I might pull this down just a little bit. Oops, ooh, that was kind of angled a lot. Now I have a feeling that's gonna, okay, that'll work. I think my other one was a little bit bigger than that. Grab out a glue dot, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down just directly on top of my ribbon. So probably about here-ish, according to my other card. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to assemble this portion of it. So I'm just going to put my basic black onto my Bermuda Bay. And then each of my little squares is going to go perfectly, hopefully, in the center. So I'm just going to probably have about 1/8 inch all the way around. So you're going to have a piece that looks like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color these in. So using my dark Calypso Coral, I used one of these per, I think my card is kind of floating out of the picture there, so I'm just going to just color in this little area of the glass. That's all we're doing with this. And then I'm going to do the same with my Daffodil Delight, my light garden green, or light old olive, and my dark Bermuda Bay. And then each of my oranges I ended up just keeping the same color. So for this one I used the light pumpkin pie. And you could certainly use, you know, if you wanted them to be lemons or whatever other fruit you wanted them, but they looked like little oranges to me, and I just decided to keep each one of them the same color on the drinks. So I'm just going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to pop it up and put it onto our card front. I don't need that many. And that's going to go up here in our upper right hand corner and then kind of down a little bit over the ribbon. So probably like about right there. And then our sentiment is just going to get stamped out in the Memento Tuxedo Black, making sure that it is going in the right direction instead of upside down. So I'm just going to throw it there. And lastly, I'm going to grab out our Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to color in the colored areas. So I'm coloring in my little oranges and then the colored part of the drink. And that, my YouTube friends, is our card. So this one came together pretty quickly. And if you would like to see the sketch that I used, I am now posting the sketch along with the card. So if you like this, you can head over to my website, worldofgencraft.com. I will have printable, downloadable dimensions along with a supply list, and you can also save the sketch if you wanted to try it out as well. So yep, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I thank you for watching and for subscribing. and I will talk to you later. Have a good one, guys. Bye.